what could help, Danielle, is if y'all stop viewing us as men and start viewing us as parents, because y'all can resonate with a parent. The parent word resonates with y'all. The word man and or father does not resonate with y'all, because man is different from woman, father is different from mother, but parent is not different from parent. If you would never, you will say, as your child's parent, you need access, you need time, you need to give love, correction, direction, support. You need to do all those things. Well, why would that be different for any parent? That will be the same for all parents. And if you view the father as a parent, then you will naturally yield and give that space for that to happen. But if you view them as the father or the man, then you start throwing responsibilities on them, like, it's your job to lead, it's your job to protect. And I'm not saying those things are wrong, but those things cloud judgment. If you want to remove the scales and see clear, you have to view them as a parent. And if you view them as a parent, then your compassion will increase, your patience will increase, because you would want your child to have access to their parent.
I feel
That's facts, because we have seen it so many times, man, and this really hurts my soul. Women are like, I can't let him see my son. But he sees son too. Why are you saying you can't let him see your son? How about I can't let him see our son? But usually when they talk about their kids, they act like the kids belong to them and the man is just there because he donated sperm. That hurts my soul so bad.
like as women we have to decenter. I know I've been emotionally reactive before, but I think if we are talking about broken homes, right, the best interest of the child is like the top thing. You can't you got to love your child more than you hate their parent on both sides. So if the if it serves whatever objective to have a healthy functioning relationship outside of extenuating circumstance, I support Aisha in her decision. I think she made a really good decision. I don't think it was easy for her, but I know she did what she felt was best. But to your point, if we're going to like the questions today was about accountability, like black women can take accountability, to Aisha's point, for like holding fire under my ass and be like, sometimes people is just disingenuous and wrong. So I feel like women can be, I don't want to say nice, but they could have more kindness towards their child's parent versus like my ex-husband or my baby daddy or whatever. But like, this is my child's parent. They have to be good so that I could be good. If that makes sense. Maybe I'm not making sense, but
No, you're
it just,
making sense right now.
You're definitely making sense, mama, because so many times at the end of the day, when the mom fights the dad, whether it's over child support, visitation, custody, bad mouthing the father in front of the kids, making the kids fight against the dad, at the end of the day, what we are doing when that happens is hurting the child, hurting the kids, because these kids grow up seeing this, growing up in an environment that is so toxic, and then the generational trauma and curses go on with them, because now when they grow up, they didn't see what a healthy relationship between parents looks like. Guess what? They're going to attract those kinds of people in their own lives, and it's going to go on the same way the way their parents were being toxic.
Absolutely. I think, yeah.
because I personally have a different perspective when I'm dating than like, you if you look at a man and you date and you have fun, but you're like, this isn't the father of my children. And men do that too. Like, I'm having fun, but this isn't my wife or this isn't my husband. So I think looking at it and
You know
in
what? Was it
decentering
was
it
it
is
you?
important.
I think it. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it you to say you guys are on the line taking rubber bullets for men?
No,
That's
that wasn't me that said that. I
shit.
think women do. I don't think women should be soldiers for men. I think we take that on that role thinking that that's something that men are looking for. And I
There
think
you
that's
go.
how we get out of this. I think that's where the balance off is like, it sounds appealing to be like, I'm right there with you on the front line, but I don't think that's what men want. It wouldn't, no man would want his woman taking bullets for him.
I think, see here, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna call it a night because and I think you did a great job when you came in here resetting the room. So kudos to you, Danielle. I did not expect that out of you. So I want to give you
Certainly.
your flowers. Thank you for giving me my flowers and the other gentlemen that you gave their flowers to. Huge kudos to you. Um, I think that, you know, I think Darwin said it or something like communication. Communication is so poor initially when people first meet each other because people have a selfish motivation for getting to know someone. I think when men see women, they think about how fine she is, and maybe their primary objective is to have sex with her. When women see men, I don't know what y'all ladies' primary objective is, but I'm sure y'all have a primary objective.
It's the primary objective is what is he going to do for me?
And I think if, again, we reverse things, instead of your primary objective be, I want X out of this person, if you took the mindset of, what am I willing to give this person? Is this man the kind of man that I'm willing to give everything to and submit to him and follow his lead? And if guys say to themselves, am I willing to put myself in harm's way for this woman's well-being? Am I willing to make sure I do everything in my power to give her an easier, softer life? Because we don't interact with that mentality, everything starts off on a bad foot. It's
Yeah, shout out to the panel, man. Everyone, obviously, apart from this one, was very friendly and listening to each other. Is this probably the first time on the panel I've seen all of them get along? But there's always that one special one who's always attacking everybody. And shout out to this lady because, man, there's something attractive about a woman who tries to understand where men are coming from. Now, I understand the reason for that is because it's very rare these days. Out of 1,000 women, you're gonna find like two women who are trying to understand men, who are trying to listen and okay, where are you coming from? Okay, I can see what you mean when you say that fathers are needed. I can see what you mean when you say fathers shouldn't have to fight to see their own kids. That's so attractive about a woman. But I'll put the full link down below. Shout out to Lapif. This was a great conversation. What do you guys think? Comment down below.